There are many reasons why politicians have tiffs, but the last thing you may expect is a TV show. Emily in Paris caused an international diplomatic spat. This is a hugely successful Netflix series. Its popularity has been a boon to French tourism. But now, for the upcoming 5th season, Emily is going to Rome. Netflix has announced the show's departure to Italy, and French President Emmanuel Macron is not having it. He says France is going to fight to keep Emily in Paris. And the Roman mayor has responded. He says this is just not done. While it is very Emily to sow discord wherever she goes, why are the two European nations fighting over a TV show? Here's a report.
A 20-something trying to make it in the city of love, hopping about in high heels, thriving at her exciting job, and falling in love with someone new and handsome in every season. Emily may be cut off from reality, but despite her stereotypes, for many she's living the ultimate fantasy in the hugely successful Netflix series Emily in Paris. To give you an idea, 58 million people watched the first season within a month of its release. The show revolves around a US marketing executive who's braving one culture clash after another in France. But the fantasy is not limited to Emily's life. It extends to the country, thanks to the sanitized version of Paris on the show, where the River Seine is suspiciously blue, where there's no sign of poverty, homelessness or litter, where cobblestone streets may as well have an Instagram fan account of their own, and where President Emmanuel Macron's wife Brigitte casually bumps into tourists. So when Emily is in Paris, that's where the tourists want to be. In an interview, Macron said, "I think it's good for the image of France. Emily in Paris is super positive in terms of attractiveness for the country." The show has boosted French tourism. This year, 38% tourists cited the series as their reason to visit Paris. The Paris Tourist Office has caught on as well. It suggests 10 key sites where notable scenes from the show were filmed. So it's no surprise that when Emily in Paris announced its departure to Rome for season 5, Macron didn't like it one bit. During an interview, he said, "We will fight hard, and we will ask them to remain in Paris. Emily in Paris in Rome doesn't make sense." Now, that's true. Emily in Paris in Rome doesn't have the same ring to it. But Italy disagrees. The mayor of Rome, Roberto Gualtieri, said in an interview, "You really cannot intimidate or interfere with Netflix production plans for the next season of Emily in Paris. It is just not done." Later, he worded his sentiments better and posted this on X. "Dear Macron, don't worry. Emily is doing very well in Rome, and you can't control her heart. Let's let her choose." If someone can cause a diplomatic spat with her travel plans, it's Emily. But realistically, she may not be at the center of this. It's what the show represents, an economic boost. You see, movies and TV shows can create tourism booms. They can help countries gain global attention. On average, a blockbuster movie increases tourism by almost 31%. In 1996, the action film Braveheart led to a 300% increase in visitors to Scotland. Meanwhile, the Harry Potter film franchise increased tourism by at least 50% to every UK location it was shot at. Another example is the Hobbit movie. It was shot in New Zealand. In 2019, 10% of all tourists visited the country thanks to the movie. They added about $440 million to the country's economy. So no wonder Paris and Rome are fighting over Emily. But in this bizarre love triangle for a change, she seems to have made up her mind.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.